Hi, English 112 students. So welcome to week 3 of our class online. This week is short. There's only Monday's class, because the rest of the week is Easter break. That was already worked into my class schedule. I didn't change it whenever we did this big shift to online. So I'm going to go ahead and keep that in the schedule so you don't have anything to worry about the second half of the week. The only thing I want you to worry about for this week is submitting the draft of your argument essay. So the academic argument, the debate paper that you've been working on for several weeks now, is due on Monday by 11:59 p.m. as usual in the normal spot. Use the turn-in links, all that good stuff. So make sure that you get that submitted. I will give, again, as much feedback as I can on it, and the final draft will be due a little bit later. Then we'll move into the very last thing we're going to do this semester, which is to read together Hamlet by Shakespeare and write an essay about it. And that finishes up the semester. So things are moving pretty quickly. I know it can be difficult and stressful. Please check in with me. If you're having a hard time, if you're not getting the assignments done, don't disappear, because that's not good for us or for anyone, really. So check in with me if you need anything. Typically during the week, so weekdays, Monday through Friday, I am on my computer pretty much all morning long from about 7 to noon. So I've got my email open, I've got Moodle open. If you have questions about anything, that is a great time to email me because I will be pretty much immediate in my responses to you because I'm sitting there basically in my office. So yeah, feel free to ask questions to help put things together. Remember what we did last week in looking at the opposing side of an argument. Know how to recognize that there are two sides to your topic and you need to, in your essay, somehow address the other side. So that's one thing we looked at last week. The other thing we looked at is you got a chance to look at some examples of student essays that are good essays. You know, they're perfectly fine essays for this assignment, and you got to analyze them. Look at what their thesis is, look at how they built their argument, how they address the opposing side. Keep all of that in mind as you're putting your essay together. Think about modeling it maybe after one of those essays or keeping that same structure as one of those essays. And remember too, this one is in APA format. It's the only essay this year or this semester that we're doing in APA. So go back to your handbook, go back to the APA PowerPoint. I've posted it here on Moodle in the link called PowerPoints Used in Class. Go back to those sample essays last week. They were in APA format. So you've got those special pages, the title page, the abstract page, then your essay begins on page 3. Remember that? You've got that weird running head at the top that is different on the title page than it is on every other page. And then your citations should be in APA format. So it's author, year. And remember those two attached at the hip. They are always, always next to each other. So if you mention the author's name in the sentence, the year immediately goes after that name in parentheses. And if you don't mention the author's name in the sentence, both go together in the parentheses at the end. But name and year always together in APA. So get your draft submitted on Monday night by 11:59 p.m. I will give feedback over the next couple days after that. And then you'll have the final due, maybe not the next week, but the next. You've got time. I gave a little extra time for the academic argument essay just because it's big and it's in APA and it's weird. So yeah, if you need anything, shoot me an email. Please be in contact with me. If you haven't showed up in class yet, if you haven't done anything, email me. I need to know that you're still involved. I really don't want anyone to not be successful. I know it's hard. I know it's weird. I know this is not what we signed up for, and some of you are having hard times with internet access. Some of you work in the healthcare field, and so you're overwhelmed. Or maybe you work at a grocery store or some other essential business. I know it's hard. I know we're all putting in insane amounts of hours and are dealing with insane amounts of stress. I'm here to help you. So just put the time in to contact me and we'll move through this and get things done. All right. So it's a short week. Turn in your draft and that's it. That's all you have to do this week. So I'll see you next week. All right. Have a good one.